Hello and welcome back. I promised between episodes to have a look at moving these modules out a tile. I had a look at it and it was not practical. I then started recording an episode where I started building the alien seed production chain and discovered I was doing really stupid things. And you probably have capital letters on the R and S and T of that. For those of you who don't know, I am living with long COVID, and one of the problems I have arising from that is that my brain just refuses to work sometimes. Things which should be very simple or very obvious just don't really happen in my head. So these production chains with cycles, really, I'm struggling with them at the moment. So, anyway, this whole build turns out to be stupid. It's not going to work, it's not balanced, and I could never sustain the number of machines needed. So what we're going to do is do what I normally don't do and resort to factory planner. I think I've reached the point where I'm not proud anymore if it's something I can't figure out, if it's something which is too complicated for me. I'm now quite happy to resort to factory planner. It's just I normally don't do it on screen because it can be quite an annoying thing for a third party to watch. But anyway, I need to do something with my inventory. I think we can drop the beacons, can't we? Does that get everything in? Yeah, I'm just a bit over on pipes. Let's drop a stack of pipes there. Alright, so let's go into factory planner. I can lose the energy crystals, build the rocket fuel and the lube. And the uranium. We're going to add a new factory, and it's going to be called energy crystals. No, it's not going to be called energy crystals, it's going to be called resin. Okay. And what I would like to produce is alien resin. And I'm going to choose belts, and I'm going to say 0.5 of a belt. Now, those of people who play this mod pack may think half a belt of alien resin is a stupid quantity. I don't know. Let's find out. So, what you can do in Factory Planner is click on the product. It then, if there's a single recipe that could do it, drops the recipe in. It then lists the recipe. So that's the recipe icon. These are the machines which can do it. The only machine we have is biological chamber. Okay. It produces alien resin, all the resin we need. It's going to consume 11.25 alien seeds, some oxygen, and some water. So that would be 56 machines, which, if you remember, we could fit 16 of them comfortably into a single cell. So this would be 4 cells worth of machines. Anyway, the inputs here include alien seeds. So what I can do is click on the alien seeds, and because there is a single recipe for that, it drops the recipe in. Okay. I don't want to do it in a heated chemical plant. I want to do it in an advanced chemical plant. There we go. So 1/10 of a plant. Okay. This produces our 11.2 alien seeds that we need. Then this requires explosives, blooming aliens, and nitrogen gas. So I'm going to click on the blooming alien seeds. This needs 1.8 biological chambers making this. You remember we had 2 city blocks full of them. So this is, yeah, you can see where the problems are starting to arise with our old build versus our new one. Okay. And then, look at this. This has alien seeds as an input, but we are producing alien seeds here. So it's a cycle. Now, the way you have to deal with cycles in this Factory Planner mod is go from the traditional solver, which just tries to make a tree of recipes that satisfies the thing, to matrix. And what that does is handles the loops and cycles. So it's now saying we need 75 biological chambers, 0.3 of an advanced chemical plant, and 5 chambers making the blooming aliens. And now it's managed to get all our inputs down to just these non-biological inputs. Excuse me. Okay. So, this looks manageable, right? The 75 biological chambers for alien resin is a bit of an ask. And it produces 3/4 of a belt of alien resin overall. So, just give me a moment while I eject the cat because he's being annoying. Cat ejected. Problem solved. Alright, so we can start monkeying around with this build and start asking what would happen if we beaconed bits of it. So I actually don't know if you can beacon these. So it only takes modules. Let's just imagine we stuck a speed 3 module in. It can take at most 1 module. Okay. So then it's going to be more efficient to use beacons, I think. So we're going to have 4 beacons with tier 3 speed modules. Now we only need 25 of these. And that is far more achievable, isn't it? And then if I was to put a speed module into each of these, that's 21. So that still hasn't got us down to 16. Okay, so just clear this with a right click. 21. So I'm happy with 32 as an option. Because that's 2 modules worth of them. Okay, so if we were to 25, and if we were to use the 4 beacons, but if we change the module to tier 2 modules, that's 28, that's overshooting, okay. So we'll use the tier 3 modules and aim for 25. So that would be 5 rows of 5, or well, what would 6 rows of 4 be? 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay. So we I don't know. Let's have a quick look at these things and at beacons. So if I have a row of 4 beacons, I guess the question is, how many of these biochambers can I fit around them? And actually, I've been always using these in a line, but maybe I can do them in a square. I hadn't really thought of that. Right, where's the biochambers gone? Here they are. That's 16. Okay. So these do touch them all. That is 16. It's a nice, I like the shape of the build. Okay, and then can I get out? And is there actually room for an inside? No, there isn't. Okay, and then can I... So that is 10? No, these are too far away. And actually these are too far away. Let's try... So that is 6, 12, 18. No, it's not. That is 12. That is 16. So this build is better. All right. I had not considered that as an option. Okay. I just wish I could squeeze in 2 more machines. Let's see what I can... Probably won't make any difference. I'm just going to see if I can expand this out as far as... No, that's too far out. Okay, so that is our maximal distance, which I think is quite a neat design, so that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, is there something I can do nice with the piping? There probably isn't, I think. Yeah, I think that's the way. This is the way. We have decided this is the way. Good. So if we go back to the factory planner, so this gave us 25 machines. What we haven't looked at is what it would be if we used tier... What if we used the tier 4 modules? 22, that still doesn't... Yeah, that's not getting us down to the speed we need, is it? What if these were tier 1s? Okay, so tier 1 modules lets us do 2 of these builds. Good. So, we're aiming for 32, aren't we? Not 34. Let's try that again. Okay, so that's as close as we're going to get it. If we use tier 2 modules in the speed beacons, we need slightly less than 32 alien resin machines. So, what we can do with Factory Planner is slide that across. Then you click on the machine there, and it gives you a blueprint of it. Good. So then we can put that down. I think that's quite neat. So we decided these needed the tier 2 modules in them. So if I delete these, I should be able to pick up that beacon. Yes, I can. So this should be there. Like that. Awesome sauce. I'm really liking this. So there'd be 2 of these builds. I'll put them down wherever it makes sense to put them. Then we'll need some piping, and we'll need alien seeds in and alien seeds out. We can put in a belt that loops around the outside. Good. Okay. Then I guess this is encouraging us to move the build more central, since it is a fairly centralized build. Okay, then we're going to have just dumb inputs there. Now, is this going to give us issues with pipage? Yes, I think it is. All right. I hope we're not going to end up with some embarrassing rotational symmetry on the map. Meh. If it offends you, tell me in the comments. Okay. Then we'll need some water pipage also. Now, the simplest would be to do that, but that doesn't help us with fitting in arms. So, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something else. we are going to do this. Then we're going to have a second belt. I'm just sketching this in now. All right. Good. Then each of these will have an input and an output. We'll make the output red. Let's copy this across and see if it... Yep, that works. So if I take this here, take away these arms. Good. Alright, and then I think what I can do is take a splitter and it's going to filter the... What do these produce? Alien resin and alien seeds. So I want to filter the seeds to the middle. Like that. And is that where I want to do it? I want to make it look neat and tidy. I like that. So that would go there. And there. And there. So what this does is always pushes the alien seeds inwards. Okay. Yep, I think we're doing all right. Then let's finish the water loop. Good. So I can take this and... Ah, bit of a problem there, but not an insurmountable one because we don't need a full loop, do we? We do, however, need something going on here. Okay, so for that we can use a water pump. No, that's a pump. I need a water pump. Okay, so we have water. We need to power the whole thing up. Is there anywhere to put... I'm just wondering where I can put these power stations. Okay, so the power stations nearly do everything, but not quite. They don't quite reach each other, which is the issue. Okay. But that does work. So that's all nicely powered now. The last thing is we need to get the excess resin out. Now, how do I know if I have too much resin? We also need to constantly be putting seeds in, but only when there aren't too many seeds already in the build. Okay, so I'm beginning to think this is a silly place to put this. I'm going to put it up here. And I'm going to let the house robots deal with this. Good. Alright, so to make this work, I need to inject alien resin into this. No, sorry, I need to inject alien seeds into this loop, but I need to not inject too many alien seeds. If I put too many in, then it might jam. So how do I make sure I don't put too many in? And I think the answer is with a circuit condition. Okay. So let us take this. So if I wire this bit of belt to those two, and this is going to be read belt contents, and it's going to be hold, so it'll read what's on there, not just what enters it. Okay, and this is going to be enabled when alien seeds is equal to 0. So if there are no alien seeds on those two bits of belt, then we put in alien seeds. Should I? Yeah, I should be doing it from there instead. So let's go there and undo that. Good. That should work. So I need 2 of these builds. Now, thinking about it, I want to move that back 1 tile. Let's do it here as well. Although it doesn't actually matter on this build, because if we take some red undergrounds, I need to pass this through. Ah, that's awkward. Move that over 1. Good. It's that one that we needed to link up with alien seeds equals 0. That should work. Alright, and then the next build we needed was quite a small one. It was this advanced chemical plant and 5 of these. Okay. And then we need 300 oxygen gas, which we can ship in, but is also not very much. Let's set this to oxygen. Okay. Let's double check. Of course, we did this before, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. So let's just do the same build as before, because I quite liked it. That was part of the build I thought was neat and tidy. Some pipe. Okay, that will do. 2, 4, 5, and that can go. Let's just double check this is still in ratio. Okay, yes it is. The other thing we haven't done is get the resin out. Okay. So I'm beginning to wonder where a good place is to get the resin out of the build. I think maybe here. So let's set this filter to resin. Okay. Let's take this bit. And put it down here. Is that what we want? No, it's not. I need an extra tile. Okay, so we only have 2 tiles here and 2 tiles here. Let's just show you. I want something that's like this. So where can I fit something like that? I could fit it there if we moved this one tile. So that works. Okay. I kind of want to keep these builds the same, even though, you know, they don't have to be, because in the future I may end up tiling these a bit more aggressively. All right, so how do I get this? Nope. There. Okay. Good. Okay, so that's got the resin out. So then these require resin. I think that's fair enough, isn't it? Okay, so that's their resin input. They need a seed input, which will come out of this. All right. And this only produces seeds. So we can put the output for that there, or make it a little neater there. And these are producing the blooming alien seeds this needs, aren't they? Okay. I'm still not quite sure if this is the right way to go about it. Let's move this for now. So this should be a belt of blooming alien seeds, which need to go into here. Right, bring those up and over. And load them in. This then needs to side load onto this belt. Good. So this has everything it needs except the explosives, which we can bring in by truck. This is a really complex build. Let's have another look here, check we haven't missed anything. No, I don't think we have. Okay, and then we need a nitrogen gas request. That is everything. These have no energy crystal solution. Okay, that's what we forgot from here. So let's go back here. Energy crystal solution. Okay. Let's go back to here. If we slide that across, I can pick it up off. And I guess we can put it anywhere that makes sense. I kind of want to put it down here somewhere, but let's just... Okay, so those are the 3 points we need to load it into the system. Okay, that would work, wouldn't it? Okay. I suppose we could have made this a little neater by having the half build at the top. Let's do that. And then that gets rid of this extra pipage, I hope. Okay, so the extra half build goes there. Then I think... Yeah. So then I think this goes over there. Works one more tile. Great. So then this advanced chemical plant can go anywhere that seems like a neat place down here. Okay, and it just requires crystals and hydrofluoric acid. This can be the crystals. This can be the hydrofluoric acid. Is it in here? Yep, look at me, finally starting to learn where things are in the menus. Wrong way around. I don't know if that one arm is enough rate for that. Let's just double check. So 450 per 90 per minute. Okay, so that's 1.5 a second. That's fine. All right, so I'm now going to power this up. Which I think we can do in the usual way. There would be a nice place for it. I can always move this production if it helps, but that's fine. Okay. Now, we have some issues of bootstrapping. So, in our network, we have some alien seeds and some resin. So I'm going to get a requester chest. Which are hiding from my eyes. There they are. Okay, and where am I going to do this neatly? I need a pair of them, and I need to dump it into this belt, I think, to get everything bootstrapped. Okay. So, we are going to have seeds. And then this is going to be resin. Good. So then seeds need to go to the near side of the belt. In fact, let's just do it like this. And we'll double check. Seeds should be on this side, so it needs to be this box. Yep. And resin needs to be on this side. That's good. And what's this saying? There are 39 on the way, that's good. And this, on the way 0, alien seeds. And I thought we had some alien seeds in the network. So let's go L. Alien frostlands. There are no seeds because we've picked them all up. Okay, so maybe this whole thing is not going to boot up for me because I don't have the thing I need. The other thing that's not going to happen is we haven't provided the nitrogen for these guys, but that's not a problem. We can do that now. We're going to use some insulated pipe. That pipe is going to, what, find a way through somehow? There. Okay, then we're going to do the normal compressor thing. Let's find a beacon build. Okay. Good. So this is just a normal pipe. This is insulated pipe, stops the liquids from turning back into gases. So that's all good. This box, yeah, still it's... the resin is nowhere to be seen, and no, so is that. So maybe I've done something stupid. Maybe I've made another process somewhere that consumes the alien resin, but I have definitely picked up a load of it during my travels. Right, let's put down trucks in some of the remaining requests. So that's here. I'm really confused by this because I know I've collected a lot of this alien stuff up in my travels. So I think having built this and then being confused, I'm going to take a moment possibly to commit some genocidal rampaging. Possibly just have a look round in all the places where it could have got dumped without me really understanding where it's gone to. But it's definitely not in these, is it? And I didn't, as far as I know, set up a requester chest for it anywhere. Is it going in here? Or in here? No. I don't know why I'm looking in chests. I did ask the network whether it had it. One last time. Nothing with seed in its name. Whoops, that's a mistype. So we've got alien frost artifact, but nothing else alien. And no resin. I am vexed. One last thing. Let's get the robot over. I'm not accidentally requesting it, am I? Alien Frostlands. Okay. In the trunk of this, I want this to be set to 0. In this trunk where... So there's nothing in here that looks like alien frostlands. Sorry, looks like resin. Is it that there's some recipe here that we've set up that uses seeds or resin, and it's just been nomming it all while we've been... That is possible. Okay. So let's just double check. I need to get this done before I... So the alien resin is used in blooming alien seeds, odd plating, teleporter, and raw fish. But we're not making teleporters or odd plating or raw fish. So I honestly don't know where it's gone. Okay, this is something I'm going to try and fix between episodes because it looks like it's just become a ghost hunt. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next time I will be less confused. And until then, goodbye.